Welcome back to the mid-match show. Did anyone call for a butler service? Because I'm sure Sunrisers didn't. Cracker of an innings, 11 fours and 8 sixes, highest individual score in this year's IPL. Broke his captain's record itself. Sanju Samson with that 119. What are your thoughts on this
Yeah.
blistering innings from Josh Butler?
Well, the food served for Hyderabad was very cold, not the
Yuck.
best. The way Butler spanned his innings, hung out when the situation was tough. He took the attack to the cleaners. He's come to his own, and that's a very promising sight for the international cricket. And England's also going to be very happy with his performance, given the attack that he's played against consists of a couple
Yeah.
of international superstars. So that's a very very good innings all over.
Yes, it's something like getting elaichi in your biryani. That's what Sunrisers are feeling right now. Speaking of the score, Paras, we saw the pitch. It's a very flat pitch because the way Samson was batting, obviously I know Josh
Hmm.
Butler was in extremely good form and he got that
Hmm.
touch. But the way Samson was hitting through the line, you could feel that you can hit the ball on the up. So what do you have to say about
Hmm.
this pitch because it's becoming flatter and flatter as the IPL is going by?
This pitch is not going to change anytime soon. Another couple of matches, and then it'll be a rank turner, as how a Delhi pitch has always been. And
Yes.
given the first innings, there wasn't much wear and tear. There's going to be a true pitch to chase on with, and Hyderabad has got its job cut out.
Paras, a very important question. What do you think Samson's role was today? Because the way he played, it seemed that he was calculating his innings. He didn't
Yeah,
go berserk on the bowling. He was just nudging it around like you said that he should. So, what are your
yeah.
thoughts on his innings? Like a captain's knock, you would say?
Well, it's a very intelligent knock. He could have also gone berserk from the other end, and in that progress lost his wicket. But
Yeah,
giving Butler most of the strike was his prerogative, and he did that part very well. This is
right.
what we've always want from a Rajasthan Royals, given they don't have the biggest names in the lineup, but the ones which are there are very, very strong and have a very good history of those small sparks of brilliance. So when we talk about what we've seen from the captain today, was
Yeah.
was was quite good.
Mhm. Yes, that's what I need to do. And speaking of Rashid Khan, I think this is the fourth time in his IPL career that he has bowled in a power play. So what do you have to say? Was that
Yeah.
desperation or just a captaincy move that he tried Williamson?
In this format, Yash, you need to be, quite proactive. And
Yeah,
trying to go for the kill is what Williamson tried, though it backfired very miserably. Talking about the other set of bowlers, apart from Rashid, were taken to the cleaners. As I pointed out in the pre-match show, that Sandeep Sharma is the weakest link is not
yeah,
proved me wrong. The way he bowls, he's got no pace. The variations were all over the place. Talking about the other bowlers like a Shankar, he's not a death bowler, but
yeah.
and Nabi was brought in to this team for an all-round aspect, and on he gets to bowl the 16th over, gives away 21 runs, and does not get to bowl. So that's a
Absolutely.
bit of a miss from the captain's end. So a couple of points down for Williamson too.
I agree with the point that you said that Nabi was brought on too late. Could he have
Hmm.
been, bowled in the first over and could he have started with the new ball because of Yashasvi Jaiswal is very vulnerable against an off spinner. Obviously, you're a lefty
Yes,
batsman.
yes, yes. Yes, you're absolutely right. Nabi should have opened the bowling when the chips get tough and you want a couple of wickets. That's when you bring in Rashid, because if I am a batsman and I'm getting Rashid up front, batsman's not going to take many risks. And if I'm not
Yeah.
going to take a risk, Rashid, for him to get a wicket, the pitch also has to assist. But even that's not there. So what
Yes.
happened today was Rashid was played clean, 24 balls, 24 runs, good enough. Though he got a wicket, didn't he?
Yeah.
You know,
He
you
did.
know
He
that,
did.
that's yeah. So Jaiswal got out to him, right? So
Yep.
what happened was classic Rashid, but then the battle was won temporarily, but the war was lost.
Definitely. And Paras, the very important thing that we always talk about in between shows is that how important Rashid has been in mid innings. In the middle of the
Yes,
innings, the
yes,
9 to 15 overs, Rashid Khan is lethal because he doesn't give
yes.
away any room for error in those overs. So you think he is best suited in the middle overs, or Kane Williamson tried today and it didn't pay off?
See, given the format, if we would have picked up 5 wickets in the first 6 overs of the match, we would have been like, Williamson, just got his captaincy's cap, and he got a tremendous amount of respect for Rashid, so he gave him the ball, and Rashid did wonders, excellent captaincy, captain's call. We could have talked about that, but now that it's not
Yeah.
worked, uh, you know, even Williamson's going to think that he might try this in the next team, against the next team, or might go on to the basic plan of getting him in the mid
Yes.
overs. So, all of that really depends on day to day. This format's very lethal. You cannot predict and, have a stern plan. You need to have an A, B, C, D, E, F.
Yes.
You know,
Yes. Yes.
something or the other goes wrong in this match.
Absolutely true. Yesterday, I heard an interview from Rohit Sharma where he said that he always has three or four black backup plans. So I can imagine an MS Dhoni, the way he prepares would be completely godlike. Now, speaking of the second innings, Paras, it's gonna be a hell of a chase because it's not
Yeah,
easy. Although we have seen the pitch, it's a flat pitch, like you said. You look at the
yeah.
scorecard here, everyone got off to starts, and you can see a Rian Parag out there. He probably would be wondering, why am I on this scorecard? I've just scored 15 runs. Now, speaking of them, you can see the bowling as well. Apart from Rashid Khan, all others have gone over 10 runs and over. So we know
Yeah.
the pitch is very difficult to bowl on, and it's a batting paradise. So do you think Hyderabad has that batting and the confidence to chase this total down?
Hyderabad has got the batting. The confidence is there in bits and pieces. Just
Yeah,
like Rajasthan, if they are to win this, the top five will have to finish this match. The anchor innings will have to be played by a Williamson. Someone from the top three will have to get 100, or a 90.
yeah,
This has to be a very calculative innings. You need to score 2 runs as a basic 2.25 per ball.
yeah.
Given 120 balls, 220 runs to win. So,
Yes.
this is going to be a tough chase. But given there's just a 55-meter boundary at long on, long off, the Hyderabad batsmen are going to back themselves.
सोचिए कितना इजी लगता है ना, टक सिक्स लेकिन
Absolutely.
I got 140 clicks. Chris Morris versus Kane Williamson. There is an interesting
Yeah.
stat. They've played against each other on three occasions, like three innings, and Kane Williamson has been dismissed twice in those three innings and has just
Oh,
scored
that's
13
okay.
runs. So that is something that Morris will have in his, on the back of his mind, that I have got the better of the best batsman in the world. I can do
Yeah.
it today. And with this total, do you think there is an extra cushion for bowlers like Mustafizur, Chetan Sakaria, and Rian Parag coming in the middle?
A match like this, if you need to close and set a bridge which cannot be chased, they'll have to finish this match in the first 8 overs as bowlers. If they
Yes,
don't give
good
away
point.
runs, the match is finished. But when we talk about the power play aspect, and not there not being much bite, and the contest you spoke about, a Morris versus a Williamson. A Williamson can play out a Morris a whole day in the
Yes,
test
he can.
format. The thing is, Morris is not good enough to play in the test arena. So we talk about a Williamson who's dominated the test format, can side the ball, and he can absolutely clear the 30-yard circle as well. So given a Morris in front of a Williamson today, that's a no contest for me.
David Warner sitting out. Do you think
Yeah,
what would be going on in his mind right now, looking at this happening today? Sitting on the sidelines, he just saw I was just passing the ball back to the players. He was
yeah,
like, "मैं अपना job छोड़ दूँ." He's just sitting out there and he's like, "What do I do?" So
yeah.
what would be going on in his mind? He's a big player. He is.
Williamson is still a very integral part of this team, sitting on the sidelines.
Warner,
Also
sorry.
ran in. I am sorry, Warner. So
Yeah.
sitting on the sidelines, getting in water, getting in that helmet, whatever was asked for, he's still playing his best. They have dropped him purely because of not his poor batting performance, but it's just the mental aspect, and they want to refresh the balance of the team. So given
Yeah,
this format is so tough and things are so volatile, even if you're a captain, you can be dropped.
that's so true. Do you think we could see Kane Williamson open the batting, or will it be a Manish Pandey or a Kedar Jadhav? Because looking at their batting lineup, you don't know who is going to open. You're not sure. There's
Yeah,
not a second opener in the team at the moment.
I really wish to see Williamson bat out with a Bestro,
Yeah,
and and one down should be Manish Pandey. Yeah, Bestro is someone Rajasthan has to
has
look
to
out
look
for.
out.
Oh, absolutely,
Absolutely.
Bestro's a fantastic player. He's marvelous with in the first 6 overs. The way he's been batting 30 yards, there is no 30-yard circle. There aren't any fielders up front. So with the best throw, he'll definitely take the attack to the opposition. And if Hyderabad are to win this match has to go until the 19th over.
Yes, yes. And in on these pitches, you are very certain that you are going to get a lot of loose balls and you can score runs off them. But the most important thing is to appreciate the good ball on such pitches.
Yeah,
Sometimes it happens that you look at such pitches and you're like, "Chalo, easy win hai mere liye. It's an easy win for this team." But
yeah,
when you're going out there, we saw how Pollard played yesterday and how the middle
yes,
order collapsed before him. So, do you
yeah.
think they'll take a lesson from that innings and today they will apply something?
Pollard's got brute strength. The balls which hit the bottom of his bat also clear the fence very easily by 20 meters.
Yeah.
Additional, when we talk about what is there to learn today with the batting aspect, if you look at how the crease was utilized by Butler today, a
Yes,
couple
good
of
point.
shots that he hit, his back foot landed behind the stumps. So he
Yes,
was well aware of where he was moving, and the depth of the crease was utilized to hit the ball towards long on, long off, and also the walk towards the off stump to get additional room for those cutters. You know,
yes,
you know, even that is very, very, very nicely panned out. And when you talk about the best throw, he's actually got out hit wicket. That's the
yes,
amount of depth he uses in the crease. And a Williamson's mostly a back foot player, or he either steps out, or he's not the guy who's got the strongest, the largest stride. So they will utilize the crease. And when we talk about the Manish Pandey, he just needs to get his front leg across, and then he's open wide, 360. So it's it's
super,
it's just the crease, and the pitch is also going to assist Hyderabad.
definitely. So, do you think that Morris or someone like Mustafizur will be effective on this pitch, or will they also be going for runs because any variation won't work on this pitch?
It's not about the variation not working. Yes, it's that if you get beaten in the air with a
Yeah,
variation, that is something that purely depends on what the batsman is thinking and what the situation is. If it all the variation of a cutter lands at the good length level, you can just hoik it towards cow corner and it's a six, because the
yeah,
boundaries are just 60 meters and the bats now are so thick. So it's a very, very brilliant batting paradise, and 220 runs is a set target, looks a monumental figure as of now. But
yeah.
given what Hyderabad packs, and how the captain leads with the bat, it's gonna be a good match, Yash. It's gonna be a good
Okay.
match.
So you're going to be backing your prediction of Hyderabad, is it?
Absolutely, Hyderabad for me.
Thank you so much, Paul. And the players are out there and the umpires are out there. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for joining with me today, Paras. And live action coming up. A cracker of a game on our hands. 221 runs to win. And Hyderabad it is from our expert. So live action
Thank you,
coming up.
Yash. Thank you.
Thank you, Paras.